Okay, so this video is how to farm everything on global. It might be a little late because global is already like a week old, but I thought that this would be a good time to post a video how I farm everything I need, all the items and everything on GP, and of course, as a result, it could also be repeated on global. I still only main GP. I play global from time to time, but man, playing GP for so long is so hard to like go on global and play with the weakened characters, you know. But okay, starting things off, how to farm level up in awakening material. I mean, not awakening. How they call it on global is evolve material. Of course, if you go to the SP dungeon, oh, wrong thing. This is how you farm it, right? You click the stage and you go do it. But how are some of the good units to farm it? Because that's most important. Oh yeah, by the way, if you are gonna if you really need to farm a specific item, like you really need I don't know, level material, you put the raid and you just click here. And you click this option and it goes unlimited times until maybe if you die or if the game crashes, which if you play on BlueStacks or if your phone is really good, your game should not crash overnight, and just leave it farming while you're sleeping. This is what I do personally. When there's half stamina for books or for whatever, I just leave it farming like every day when I go to bed. And it really works. It consumes a lot of stamina pots, but to be honest, stamina pots are not that hard to come by, especially if you've been summoning a little bit. You can just buy stamina pots, or if you should buy stamina pots as well. But nonetheless, this is how you farm it. You just go there. But some of the characters that you should be focusing on. So I have here a Grand Cross database open. If you wanna check out their website and bookmark it, I have a link in the description of all my videos. But they have a tier list thingy on useful information tier list that has some info on some farming units. Like you click here, and you will give an info of all the units that are farming SS tier, and these are the units in there. Elizabeth is a really solid unit for farming because she has an AoE attack, and this attack lowers defense, which is really good. I don't know if I would say she's SS tier, but it's just really good. And the Hauser, of course, Hauser has a double AoE attack, so he's really nice, of course. If you're doing a blue stage, not going to be the best, but, you know, for the stage that he has type advantage on, it's going to be really good. And of course, if you have... no, these units are global. No, these... Wineheart is a really good SR. If you have not checked him out, he's a really good SR. He has double AoE attack on his cards, and he increases penetration, pierce rate of all allies every turn. He's really good. So for these stages, I'd recommend popping in here and see, oh, what are some units that are in high tiers for me to farm, right? And just checking it out. But in general, units that have AoE are good, and units that can be self-sufficient with damage as well. So that's what I mean by that is if they have good level 1 cards that do get good damage, that's also a good unit. Counter melee is not a very good unit to farm because one of his cards is a counter card. That's a waste of a card, right? If a unit has double attack card, that's much better. So that's one of the tips to farm level up items and evolve items. Okay, now how do you farm items that awaken units, or I guess gives units 6 stars? I opened a unit that I don't have 6 stars yet, but of course you can click in the item and it will take you to a stage where you need to farm it. Again, the farming units you should be using are some of the best ones from this list, and because the stage is not very hard, you could put whatever best unit you have for farming. Even no matter what most of the enemies are, you just click here on easy. Right? You click on easy because easy has almost same chance, 60%, right? What is it for this one? It's 65, but it's almost the same chance, and it's so much easier, right? Well, this one is 70%, but it has also another drop in here, so it's actually a lesser chance of getting what you want. So you pop on easy for whatever stage it is, right? You clicked on the awakening medal that you wanted, it took you to the stage. You always go for the easy, because it costs less, and it has the same drops. Uses just one character. Oh my god. Just, I personally, I take off all my characters, and then I put Hauser. Maybe on global, because your characters will be a little bit weaker, then we know level 80s and stuff, it will not be good. But in the easy stage, even the level 60 Hauser should do. You just put Hauser, or maybe you put Wineheart, I don't know, and then boom, just go at it, just auto, and then in a few hours you come back and see if the item is there. This is the best way of getting specifically the awakening item that you need. Now, there are other ways, of course, and it is to do the boss stages. So you know what stage you want by the star on the awakening item. So let me go on here. She doesn't have 6 stars. I need this item, for example. So I go to the 6th stage of the boss stage, which the global doesn't have yet. But let's say I need one for the 4th star, right? So I go to the 4th stage, and I see if they drop it, and if they do, so I do the stage. Now, this is also how you farm chalices, of course. You can only really farm chalices from here, which is a bummer. But you can farm chalices from here, and you can also get them from hosting death matches. That's also a good way of getting it. Or whenever they have an event here in the event tab, which can happen like once every few weeks, right? They have an event where you can get like a few 5 stars, which is really, really nice. But in general, it doesn't pop up as much, but this is pretty much how you farm the 6-star materials. It's actually much easier than it looks, and you can also buy them from cities, right? But they, for the price that they cost, maybe on global it's not that worth it, because if I'm not mistaken, it's 30,000 per material. So if you need like 5, it's gonna be 150k, plus, you know, the cost of doing the awakening itself, so I do recommend farming over buying it. I do recommend farming most things over buying it, because it's just much better. I mean, if you just need like 3, right, and you don't want to waste time farming it, because it still like has drops, right? You could get something that you don't want, but what's this? I think it is 30k, right? Yeah, 30k. So if you need like 5, that's 150k right there. I actually needed that. So, but yeah, I do recommend farming. Just get a well, go on the easy, get like a level 60 Hauser, level 60 Wineheart, or whatever good farming unit that you have, and just put it for hours farming if you need. But yeah, that's it for the awakening items. Now gold, again, a lot of times we're gonna have the battle event thingy, where, actually right now we have one, where you can actually do the gold missions and you get gold, and you do have like chests that you can get right here. But for the most part, you just go in the special dungeon and get through the key section. Now, this isn't very good, so what you actually do is you farm books. Now, if you have like Hauser, right, go for the green one and farm it. But if you have like Wineheart and he's like pretty built up, I recommend the red one. The red one is the best one to farm, just because the stage is the fastest. It's a very laying down stage that you just one-shot them very quickly. So farming red books, or whatever book it is, and then selling. I recently did that, so I don't have any books to sell right now, but I can actually show, like if I wanted, oh, the struggle, look at these 4 stars. But if I wanted to sell like a lot of 4-star, right, look at these, right, you can, like on JP, because my team completes it very fast, I can actually farm like 500 4-star books, and then you can imagine how much gold that is, right? If 100 is like 1 million, is like, yeah, it's like 6 million gold when they wake up. Like just like that, and then also the 3-star books as well. So that's a lot of gold, and that's pretty much how you farm gold in this game, man. Because there's not much else. The key dungeon thing doesn't give much, and of course in this you do want to grind the gold missions in the special dungeon that drops pendants. You do want to go farm the gold one, because this one, you know, it's so much easier to just farm level up materials and books than it is to farm gold. So always farm this one, of course. Now, gear materials and gear itself. How do you get these juicy red thingies right here? Now, most of all, you do get them from selling gear to the end. If I go here in the back to the boar hat, I should have done that faster. I should have done that before recording right now. But if I go here to the boar hat on the end, she does have a section, of course, where you break the gear, and she gives you the material thingies, and she also can give these. So it's pretty much the same thing. Of course, you just break gear, but how do you efficiently grind gear? So if you are efficient and you're sitting down there playing, and you can do these missions right here. So these are the hard missions that grind and guarantee you an SSR piece of gear if you do Division 8 times on hard. Now, if you're gonna do it overnight, which I sometimes do it, of course, especially when it's half stamina, if you're gonna do it overnight, then you just pick one of the stages. It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. I mean, I wouldn't pick one that has the mission, but just pick one of the stages, go in the equipment section, and then, I don't know, belt. Especially if you need a belt. So if you want a good re-rolled SSR belt, this is also the best way to farm it. Because let's say you need, like, I don't know, I need a defense of this, right? I go to that section, and then I leave it farmed overnight, and then when it comes out, you know, but for the hard mission, you do want to have a full team. You don't want to have just Hauser or just Wineheart. You actually want to have like a full team. This is the team that I use. On global, of course, you guys don't have this or this, the Lily or the DMLUs, but DMLUs like one-shots the stages and stuff. But you want to have a full team of hopefully AoE, especially AoE. If you do have some single targets, not that bad, but the AoE is just better. And then you leave it overnight farming, just boom, pop in and do it. I mean, to be honest, you don't even use that much stamina pots, especially if it's half stamina. Half stamina is when you really want to do these. And then when you wake up, you can compare which piece of equipment has the highest stats, base stats, and you can see it because it will be more towards the left here. Like I know this piece of equipment has better stats than this one because this one's to the left of this one. It's just how it shows up in the menu. So this is pretty much how you farm these, and of course, same way for the awakening material, right? You get the awakening material the same way. By scrapping gear, you do have a chance of getting the awakening materials, especially of course you want the 5-star ones right now. Like if I scrap this gear, I do have a chance of getting it. I'm saving some for whenever. Yeah, I didn't get anything because I got unlucky, but you do have a chance, right? Oh, actually, almost forgot. You do want to do this, so you actually wanna, if you're gonna sell the 5-stars, if you have a lot of the red material thingies, you actually level it up to +5, right? Let me cut this because I don't want to waste too much time. Okay, once it's maxed out, you go back. It has the +5, right? Go back to the end. Boom. Talk to her, and then sell it. Where is it? And it has a higher chance of getting something good. So you do want to do that. I got unlucky again. I wish I didn't get lucky on the video, but I did get unlucky. You do want to do that for the SSR ones, but only if you do have a lot of the redstone materials, right? Only if you have a lot of these. Unless just give it to her regularly, because you will lose on these. You will lose on this material if you keep leveling up the SSR materials. But if you have a lot of them, it's actually worth it. Heading to a subsection of the gear part, I do want to say that on PvP, if you are a grinder, you can actually purchase anvils on PvP. So it costs 200 coins per each 10 anvils, and you can buy in the shop. You can buy up to 10 times per week. So if you do have a really good rank on Challenger, you can get... wait, what is it? Let me take a look right here. Let me talk to the little guy here. This is for geared, so a lot of people on Global are not going to have geared yet. But in the rewards, if you do get your Challenger, you can get 3,000 points. If you get your Champions, you get 2,000 points, 1,000. So you can buy whatever you get. If you are only going to be gold, you do get 200, and that's 10, which is not... it's actually pretty bad. But right now on Global, there aren't many ways of farming that, except going to the gear gacha and summoning in the gear gacha, because you do have a chance of getting anvils and hammers. You have hammers right here. And I'm pretty sure you do, yeah, you have anvils right here. So you do have actually a pretty decent chance, 5%. It's actually not that bad. But with how gold is right now in Global, I don't recommend doing that. I myself am saving the keys, because eventually, whenever there's a celebration, they will double the rates for hammers. I don't recommend really saving on Global because it's gonna take a while. I don't know how long it will take for them to do that on Global, but they have events where they double the rates for hammers. So yeah, that's pretty much for anvils. Right now on Global, there's not much. Guild Boss is coming out on Global, and Guild Boss every week. Let me show this. Okay, actually, I completely forgot I can't show it. But on Guild Boss, if you do break the amount of points, you do get 100 anvils a week as well as 2 pendants, which is really nice. So yeah, that's it for the gear part. And speaking of pendants, how do you farm pendants? Well, pendants is an odd one, because there isn't much of a way to farm pendants that isn't annoying. So Kabuki actually posted a video about how to farm pendants, and I was gonna mention what he said, but because he said it first, I have to say it. But one of the ways that you can do is, of course, the primal way of getting SSR pendants right now is you go into the special dungeon and you just do the top mission, right? Every 8 hours you get 1 stamina for it, and then you just do it, right? Or you can also buy stamina for it in the Merlin section. I actually did that on GP when I first started the game, because they do give you a lot of gems, right? And at the time I thought it was worth it, and it actually is worth it, because pendants are much more important than summoning. They actually are. Like, when you really think about it, buying these, right? if you're buying twice a day, so it's 6 extra runs, you are actually wasting, quote-unquote wasting, a third of a multi every day, but it's still worth it because pendants are so rare. But another ways that they do give it is by events. They do give pendants by events all the time. Story mode, of course, they do give pendants. By doing the shop right here in the coin shop, you can actually get wrong thing. You can actually get pendants by coins. I don't recommend platinum coins ever to buy pendants ever. Maybe SR coins if you really need them. I say maybe. But with the rare coins, you can also buy the stamina as well. Although I do say buying the AP pots is much better. Like right now I have 100 coins, right? Yeah, the AP pots or stamina pots in global are the best value for silver coins, 100%. But with the friend points, every time buy these, which also you should be doing this every day. You go to wrong thing. You go to your friends list and you click here, and then they give you an extra amount of friend points depending on how many friends you have. You should be doing this every day because you do get an extra good amount. And in the shop, you do buy with whenever you reach 2,000 friend points, you buy another 3 runs. So that's pretty much how you farm pendants. There's not much of a way. And in the beginning of the game, I felt like pendants were really terribly given out. And with the game progression, they did start giving more and more because of the level cap, right? Right now in GP, you can see like how many units I have at level 80 and like Awaken. I never like buy these packs right here, right? These pendant packs, where is it? I never buy these. I only use pendants that are given to me by the game, and I still manage to get all these units Awakened because by playing the game, you get it. That's why you can't really farm pendants, is because the game gives you the correct amount so you don't rush everything, right? You keep playing the game and you keep evolving your characters. Like right now, my inventory only have 2 of them, but it's because I 80'd like 3 units, or 4 units the past 2 weeks. So it's like, the game does give you a good amount of pendants, you just don't really farm them too well. But yeah, there's not much of a secret, it's just this stage. It's just this stage, and if you can get more stamina for this stage, the merrier. But yeah, that's about it. That's all the items you must farm in Grand Cross. Raid items, of course, just do the raid. That's not much of a secret, you know?